Welcome to Cricketry on ThePapare.com. Well, I'm afraid it's not good news. Australia Day has really turned things around for Australia, beating Sri Lanka by innings and 40 runs, and mind you, inside 3 days. Now, I don't think that's the result Sri Lanka wanted when they came here. But having said that, let's try and give them some consolation. And let me tell you that no Asian team has won a test match at the Gabba. There have been 13 games that have been played, 10 have been lost by the Asian teams and just 3 draws. So that includes India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So what does it tell us? It is not an easy place, it's not a happy hunting ground for the Asians, but that's no excuse. I'm not talking about the result. I'm just disappointed at the way the Sri Lankans caved in. Now this morning, they needed something special. They needed to really come up with a strong performance. But Chandimal getting out to a delivery that bounced, a little bit unfortunate. Some people felt he should have left the ball alone. Aussie pitchers' reflexes should be quicker. But I was disappointed with the next few wickets that fell. Kusal Mendis, Roshan Silva and Dhananjay De Silva. All three quite soft. Kusal Mendis flashing outside the off stump really needs to be consistent. Roshan Silva, Dhananjay De Silva, it was clear that the Aussies were looking to set them up, and that's exactly what they did. Just played into their hands, Roshan Silva driving and Dhananjay De Silva being bowled. So not good news at all if you're a batting unit. The only batsman who looked solid to me other than Thirimanne, who was willing to play shots in terms of defence and solidity, was Thirimanne. His stride was good, his defence was good, he was giving it the full face of the bat, and that's what the Sri Lankans needed. One felt that he was a bit unfortunate in that caught behind. There is some controversy about it because real-time snicko means it's real time. But the umpire, Goff, seemed to have said that he's happy with the next frame and hence it's been given out. What we did see on hotspot was that it had missed the bat. So it's a very tough thing, it's a clouded thing. But from a point of view of onlookers, media, it's not clear at all. So one felt that Thirimanne is unfortunate. Having said that, that decision going either way wouldn't have made too much of a difference in terms of the final result, which was innings and 40 runs. Maybe the game could have been extended a little bit more. Overall, all full marks to Australia. They can tick a lot of boxes. Maybe Stark was the exception, hasn't bowled well at all. But the rest of the Aussie bowling was outstanding, including the spinner. The way the young Australian side rose to the occasion from being 80 for 4, those are good learning curves or learning times or good lessons that the Sri Lankans could learn from the Aussies going into the next game. Now we've heard that Canberra doesn't have the same amount of bounce this pitch, which is right behind me, at Brisbane had. So the Sri Lankans will be hoping to be far more comfortable. You know, the bounce was a factor that was really upsetting, disconcerting as far as the Sri Lankans were concerned. So Canberra may be a happier ground for them, but it's important that they really need to be at their A game. Lahiru Kumara, I've heard, is out of the series. That's not good news. Kasun Rajitha is available, but the Sri Lankans will need a fit and a strong 11 going to the second test match if they are to make any impression. Full marks to Australia. Congratulations. Game over inside 3 days. Australia winning by innings and 40 runs. Roshan Abeysinghe from the Gabba in Brisbane, reporting for Cricketry on ThePapare.com.